Shall we begin?
You are now listening to an altogether less fashionable variety of soccer podcast. Broadcasting live from the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Welcome to ACES Radio.
They're in your face, they're a little different. I think it's super cool. I love them. Jane, you ignorant slut.
Hold on to your butts.
Now, here are your hosts, Morgan Hughes, John Zadar, and Greg Benson.
Oh, yeah, baby. Ignorant sluts, shitlords, celebrity fans alike. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, it's already too late. You're tuned in to the latest, the lamest, and possibly last episode of ACES Radio. It's a Buffalo Bills podcast. We talk about Thurman Thomas. So get out if you don't like him. Coming up tonight on the program, Cruisers FC played Bridgeview, whatever they're called, like the fishing villagers, like 7 weeks ago. We might talk about that. John probably doesn't remember, and he's the only soccer guy at the panel. U.S. Soccer kind of released tickets. We'll talk about the outrage associated with that. Manballs are given out aggressively, figuratively, not literally, John. Leave the PFGs in the pants when we're giving out the balls. On segment 2, kind of not really a rare treat at all, because he's already been on the program. Nate Beckman stops by to talk about Cruisers FC chances of making the postseason. Also, we'll talk about his, why he's here. How did his wife let him out of the house? It's usually not allowed, because on segment 3, we go live on Periscope for your hot takes, a.k.a. the battle for the grand prize. John, a shake-up in the standings is happening. It's actually a pretty big deal. So, yeah. Cruisers have 2 games this week. We'll talk about both of them, and do they matter? Prediction scores, prediction updates, Stanek Wars, hang-on tours, and so much more. My friends, my amigos, brought to you as always by benevolent corporate overlord sponsors, Blood and Urine, and broadcasting live from the back room of Sauber Brewing Company, not to be confused with ZZ Boots, Wildman's Leather and Lace. My name is Morgan Hughes, a continuing champion, and I am joined as always by the amateur absentee artist John Zadar and Hollywood racist Greg Benson. Gentlemen, brothers from multiple mothers, mapaches and amigos de Guillermo. How the hell have you been?
That might have been the longest fucking intro I've ever listened. Even by your standards.
Bitch over, and I can go way longer.
You've already
Greg.
done that at least once.
I've sent that to Josephine's mom 1,000 times, and I meant it each time. How you been, Greg?
I haven't missed you. I'll say that.
Well,
We were off last week. I don't know if anybody noticed. Probably not.
I noticed that my cholesterol and blood pressure were down on Friday. It's probably why. John Zadar, You're a sweaty pile of human right now. What the hell happened to you?
Is my mic on?
It is.
I can't hear myself. Anyways,
Probably the intro music's still playing.
that might be why.
It's amazing.
I can't hear anything.
People tune it. You can't really hear anything?
Not myself.
Come on.
I can hear you, kind of.
We can hear you, unfortunately.
Fucking Nate, do something.
Turn it up a little bit more, Nate. There you go. There you go.
Is that good?
It's not increasing in volume.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there it goes.
Testing. ACES Radio.
I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We're in peak. John is about to cough in the microphone tonight,
Yeah?
just so you know. Yeah.
Did you just run around at pick
Yeah,
up
I just
soccer or
played
something?
soccer for an hour and a half.
Nice. How'd it go?
That's good.
What is pickup? What is crew? This is crew union pickup soccer that we're talking about,
In name only.
right? Yeah. Okay. So
On the internet only.
What is that like for people that may want to play? Where do you guys play? What's it all about?
It's a rotating locations, actually, unfortunately.
How convenient.
We have no home because other people have priority on fields. So the place we prefer to play is right down the street, Jesse Owens West.
Jesse Owens West.
Yeah, there's a tennis building, and we play right outside the tennis building.
In the parking lot?
Yes, just in the parking.
You get kicked out when Quidditch is on, though, right?
Actually, Quidditch plays on the other side of Carmack.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that my tongue-in-cheek comment was actually a serious
No,
question.
they were practicing.
Jesus,
Not
tap dancing
tonight. I didn't
Christ.
see them tonight, but they were
No,
definitely.
they have practices?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no, dude. Oh,
I
fan
see
of the
who-
show, Alex Sprague. I don't remember how you spell it.
Spragen.
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 Sprechen Sie Alex.
Yeah.
Spragen's Alex.
Yeah.
He's on a team that travels out of state for tournaments.
Fucking Sprague, delete your account, dude. Unacceptable.
Yeah, colleges have
Christ.
teams.
And which house is he in? Is he in Grumblebum or whatever it is? I
I'm
don't
sure
know
that sounds appropriate.
That's a Harry Potter joke. I know
guess.
that from mocking Pam.
I
Dirty bitch, Pam. John, I'm going to.
I was going to say, I'm guessing I'm going to get an angry text in about 12 hours.
Oh, that's right. Your
from
girlfriend's
Maddie.
a child
Yes.
as well.
Harry Potter's good. I like Harry Potter.
Real Katie Mitchell is here and just threatened me with
Fake
a
John
fucking
Zadar is here, which is confusing.
It was my
Yeah.
day off. Let me laugh.
Katie Mitchell, everyone. Welcome to the program. Fantastic to have both of
When
you.
you texted that to me this morning, I was like, I'm saying that.
How
That's a
awkward
great
is
line.
this? I have unmuted Channel 2, John, which can only mean one thing, and that's a celebrity guest is in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, welcome to the program. Welcome back to the program. Nate
Thanks a
Beckman.
lot.
No, God damn it, Katie Mitchell, everyone. Fantastic. Great to have you. It's a real shame you have to leave right now. Nate Beckman, you've been let out of your suburban white person house by your wife. Your thoughts?
It's good to be in the land of the living.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grandview's totally different.
Is it?
Dude.
Is that true, John?
Have you been like
Get on the
3
fact
blocks
sheet,
that
check
way?
that
Maybe
out.
from like 20 years ago when Nate was here last.
I lived here twice. I was at the Meridian 2 different stints.
Oh, that's a terrible place to live. That's owned by.
I liked it.
La Meridian, the
Le
hotel in
Meridian?
Shore North.
That's owned by that like slumlord corporation.
Which one?
Fuck, they're at a date and they sued a Columbus resident for like $10 million for like writing bad things about them on the internet. Fuck, I don't remember. I've met the guy in real life. He's a good dude.
Fair.
Sounds like it.
Before we get into the meat and potatoes of ACES Radio, I want to just casually observe or talk about how many celebrity fans we have in our midst tonight, Greg.
It's quite a few.
Let me just run off the list here.
This feels formal, but go ahead.
Real Katie Mitchell, Nate Beckman,
This is the
Solana
sound of my
Max, Darby Schnarfus, Aaron Woodson,
What?
Jarvis Woodson.
What?
Yeah, they're on
Oh,
the
they're
ledges,
outside?
they're on the patio
Oh.
smoking
I was gonna
cigarettes
say,
and
they're
being
definitely
young.
not sitting in here right
No.
now.
on the internet only.
They poke their head and they go, I don't like this and I won't be a part of it. It is great.
Which is most people's reaction to listening.
Yeah. So obviously we're going to talk about the U.S. soccer thing, the Dos a Cero shit. But first, before we do that, I want to play a little. We're going to go against the grain, John. This is not something that podcasts
Oh, are we
usually
going to
do.
switch it up?
Morgan
switch it up.
Hughes has coughed into the microphone.
We're going to play a portion of another crew podcast. What? That's right, John. It's going to happen, and you're going to just take it.
I don't like this.
Did I
like,
add the-
where
I-
Morgan's coughing into the microphone and you're going, "Wah!"
No,
like that's weird to me.
I
And
must-
we're playing a different crew podcast.
And we're playing another crew. I don't.
Master Report?
I don't.
Just wait for it.
They said crew. Podcast.
Also, I believe that the Chaz has added a new button somewhere on here because he was.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he was fucking with my iPad.
Oh, the Chaz.
The
Oh,
Chaz
great.
had my iPad in Vegas
Fantastic.
and was doing all of like the Aces radio drops hysterically in the middle of a casino, and I could tell he added something because everything's
Is it a
completely out
different
of order.
spot?
Yeah. Oh,
But you
dude.
don't know what you added.
I
Or
just
he
reached
added.
for the X-Files thing, and it was the Wilhelm scream. So everything's pushed back by one. I have no fucking idea what it is. Anyway, so I'm going to play another portion of a crew podcast right now, and I hope it comes through in 3, 2, 1.
clap.
Is that, it's a bit quiet. There you go. There it is. Okay, so this is Inside Crew SC. They technically called this a podcast, even though it's on over the air.
It's on the radio, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they actually have
Not
the
a
right to
podcast.
play this song. So
But since like Cody Sherritt left and they don't do the morning buzz.
weekend edition.
Okay. Neil Sika, Dwight
Crew
Burgess.
SC.
Back to
What
you
I
guys.
think about every time the crew game is over and Chris has to leave. Should I stay or should I go?
You mean Aces Radio Hall of Famer Chris Dorrans?
He's in multiple halls of fame.
Yes, the big one, the Indian.
This is incredible. Did you hear that? Did it come through?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if it came through on the recording. We'll never know.
Is Dorn from Bloomington, Indiana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Did you not listen to that episode
Does
where
he
we asked
live
him
there, or is he like native of there and now he lives in Fort Worth? Or...
let me put it this way: as much
Wayne, you
as
mean?
Ethan Finley
Either one.
is
Fort
Todd
Worth in Texas.
Fichtenberg's life,
Yeah, I mean, he might.
Bloomington is Chris Doran's life. I wonder if Todd Fichtenberg's here.
Todd.
Oh, that's me. Sorry, it's been a while.
We have been off for a week, haven't we?
Yeah, I feel like we need a reset here.
This is international soccer celebrity Chris Doran
big.
and you're listening to ACES Radio.
Thanks, Big Dick Dorn. Back on the rails here.
So I just asked because I'm going there in like 10 days.
Why?
And I figure I could just
Dorrans' house?
knock on his door and all insanity would
Well,
ensue.
Nate,
I'm there
wouldn't-
for the whole week.
I wouldn't recommend that, but I do want to say a big thank you to, I guess, big fans of the show, Dwight Burgess.
Burgeoning Dwight Burgess.
That's right.
Or what was the one that you came
Dwight
up with?
the Bulk Burgess.
Dwight the Bulk Burgess.
Dwight the Bulk Burgess, which the studio audience finds fantastically hilarious. Also, Strongsville's finest, Neil Sika.
Neil the Booty Seeker.
That's right. And international soccer celebrity Chris Doran. Moving blissfully on, John, I want to get to the meat and potatoes of segment 1. Today, 36 hours late, the Docicero ticket email alert went out.
I don't know. I never got one.
So it was supposed to. I know Jarvis Woodson, Aaron Schneiblis, and Faye. Welcome to the program as well. 3 more celebrity fans here at the back room at Zauber Brewing Company, zbeers.com. Moving on. The original email. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Nate. You probably know this because you pay attention to things. Was supposed to go out by midnight? Or Katie, you would know this. Midnight on the 10th, and then I guess they went out. The round of emails went out today at 3 in the morning. So 2 days late. Yeah. Darby Schnarfus brings up a good point. They said it would come out on Thursday.
Tuesday.
Yeah. What is it? What's
It's
happening?
today's Wednesday?
ACES Radio. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I didn't get my email. I didn't get my ticket thing. And kind of the inferred...
So who are the recipients of said email? The people who applied for one of multiple lotteries?
Yeah. So there were
But not the public. If you had to have applied for a lottery
But there
because
was
you were
a
a
general-
season
There was a
ticket
general
member.
public lottery that I entered. I
There
didn't
was?
get anything. Yeah.
John did not get tickets.
I see. So there's a
already have a
cruise
ticket,
season
though.
ticket member lottery, which sounds like it was a real, not a sure
Sounds
shot,
like it
but
was everyone.
real damn close.
It was
And
supposed to
80-90%.
be allegedly a sure thing.
It sounds like they said lottery to appease.
Then there was
the
some sort
others.
of weird U.S. soccer member thing.
Yep.
Then there was AO.
Yep.
And then there was
Sammers.
What?
There's Sammers. Sammers FC.
No, your confusion is
that thing.
legitimate,
The thing about Sam and
I
the beer.
belong to it. It's real.
And then there's general public.
General public.
Or there are others.
No, that's it.
But you can only pick one?
Right.
Is that right?
Yeah, all entries
you
were
can only get-
global.
yeah.
So entering in multiple
you're
didn't
only
do you any
supposed to.
favors, and I don't think it said anywhere that if you entered multiple, you were disqualified.
I thought I
think it
heard
did,
that.
yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
I saw that on the internet.
I thought it just said
So it's
that
probably
it was irrelevant to do so because they were all. It wouldn't count you more. I didn't think it would disqualify you.
Here's the thing, though. If the cruise season ticket member won, your odds are real damn good. And the public, your odds are 40%, 30%.
Mm-hmm.
You should put your egg in the cruise season ticket member basket.
Obviously.
But I didn't
Which
see
everyone
anywhere.
now knows with hindsight.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ahead of time,
But-
doesn't seem like anybody knows.
But
dick.
there's another caveat to this clusterfuck, which is, so I never got my initial email to get into the lottery, and I assumed I would be going through the crew season ticket member lottery, and I just never fucking got it. So I called my rep, and I was like, well, I never got this thing. She got with U.S. Soccer, who called me, and they said, we had you under Sammers FC. And I was like, well, irrelevant. I still never got my email.
Yeah.
So I had to basically get called by U.S. Soccer to even get in the lottery.
When did you enter Sammers
Why did
FC?
Like Friday morning of that week, where like Friday afternoon was the deadline.
So I
you
wonder,
didn't
there had to be a priority. Like if you end up in one, then they take you off all the other lists.
But I had to call to get it. All the other Sammers.
Well, you would have known that.
What,
you don't.
just
You don't
entered
know
the-
their process.
you
I
just
mean,
entered
nobody
the-
knows their process.
You just entered the Sammers one because you never got the crew one.
No, I called and had them remove me from Sammers and put
How
me
did you
into
get into
crew.
Sammers at all?
Because I'm a member of Sammers.
So everyone that was a Sammer, I hate that word.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Sorry, whoever came up with it. They just automatically entered all the Sammers?
Okay, here's the most important part. The answer to your question, John, is who the fuck
Right.
knows?
Right.
Yeah.
Because U.S. Soccer has done such a absolutely piss poor job in almost everything they fucking do, but this specifically has been. I mean, you're talking about, and I always say this, like, soccer organizations are professional ticket salesmen. That's all they fucking are.
Yep.
There are two sides of the business, right? The people that are on the field, and if you're not that person or the person coaching that, you're a professional ticket salesman, right? They suck at literally the only reason that they fucking exist. And the worst part is that not the worst part. A really bad part of this is that the crew front office looks like the villain no matter fucking what.
Right. Because they're the point of contact.
I think that was the original narrative, but I think people have come to realize that they're not the ones that were in charge of.
Oh, I'm sorry, John. Have you ever read the internet?
Yeah, I'm sorry. This
Yeah.
whole logic and reason thing
And
is
in the last
quite often lost on
24 to
online
48
discussion.
hours, I've seen people bitching at U.S. soccer, and I haven't really seen anybody bitching at crew.
Go on the Reddits, John.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah. Teaser
Oh,
for
okay.
segment 3.
Well,
Have you? So did you get, John? Did you get an email that said
I
you
got
have
no
not?
email.
Yeah. See, I didn't get an email either.
I got nothing. I checked my folders. Thank you, Katie Mitchell. I know how to use the internet.
Yeah.
We know you don't.
Katie, did you get your ticket? You did. Nice.
Through the season ticket member lottery.
Is that where?
Did you enter multiple times in multiple ways?
I haven't.
Like Sammers FC or AO or any other way or public. So you entered in just season ticket member and you got it. I would like to just start taking a tally of how people got tickets, in what ways, and how many places they entered. And
here's what I think.
Get some data.
I think there are two groups that did not get that. Everybody who entered got tickets: crew season ticket holders and American Outlaws.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
Yeah, I didn't, and it seems to me that the only group that I saw where there were errors was the crew season ticket members. I didn't see one thing from any AO anything that said I went through AO and I didn't get anything. But I never get my email, right? And I go on Twitter this morning. I'm like, who has 2 thumbs and 0 tickets to Dos Zero? This fucking guy right here. I get a text from the Beacom, who has gone past Daddy Beaks at this point because he's super fucking serious. Like he's like badass Clark at this moment, and he's like, I'm gonna kill rabble. I'm like, okay, Clark, I'm not fucking worried about it. Can you just? And this is like 7 a.m. So like it has been in a fever pitch all goddamn day. And so what I'm led to believe, and this is just my conspiracy theory, right? No front office person has told me this. No insider information. I'm not Dom fucking Tiberi. I think that every crew season ticket holder for 2017 got Dos Zero tickets, just like they did in the past. Nate Beckman, your thoughts?
Agreed. Why not? Sure.
Because there's a fucking narrative out there that they don't. That the crew ticket salesmen are lying. That they called like people and like, oh, you'll get it, and then they didn't.
Yeah, I don't.
But who
I don't
is
know.
anybody out there
that they're lying, stealing,
confirming
and
that?
backstabbing,
Besides
Morgan, is that what you're saying?
I didn't hear you. What?
I said that they're lying, stealing, and backstabbing. Is that what you've heard?
Everybody laugh about that in a second. There it is.
There's going to be a delay all night on that.
Yeah.
But no,
That's a
I
thinker.
think it's
You'll get that in the
I think it's
car on
kind
the
of
way home.
incredible if the crew was able to still secure enough tickets for this game for every season ticket member that wanted to get tickets.
Yeah.
And it may be like at 2 each. You know, when usually you're allowed to buy
I don't think there's only 2 each.
at least 2, and there's only 20, however many thousand, 22, 3, 4,000 tickets. And there was a number posted in the 50,000s as far as demand.
Yeah.
It's a bucket list item. It's something every U.S. fan in the country is at least thinking about. If they can't afford to travel here, they've probably said, wow, it's something that would be cool to attend. If someone would fly me in and I could just show up and pay for my ticket, they would do it, that sort of thing. So where I don't think it's our birthright to go to this game just because we're in Columbus. I hope to go to as many of these games as possible. I hope they keep bringing them.
But why do you say that? Why do you say I don't think it's our birthright?
Because
are there those that do?
It sure seems like
and
it.
Who is our? Who is us? Season ticket holders are people in Columbus?
People
or what?
in Columbus.
Residents of the 614.
Yeah. People who will, and I guess that I've seen, kind of soccer fans in Columbus, definitely a lot of crew fans that want to, or they don't want to be upset, but they're expressing discomfort that they got screwed over, some sort of discontent around not getting tickets to this
Are we
game.
talking East Coast Ultras here? Are we talking Scott Sedley, who's just upset all the time about everything? Graham Randall?
No.
Mike Flick?
It feels like it's a level deeper than that.
Your Todd Fichtenbergs?
I just feel like
your Dakota Stewarts.
This is the moment. I mean, this is a moment where you're the punk rock band that you watched grow up, that you saw when they were at Stashes and then Little Brothers, is now playing like sold out arenas, and everybody wants to go. And they only play once every 4 years, so the demand has skyrocketed. And like I think you said last week or the week before, the capacity, the stadium capacity is the same.
You're basically talking about an entitled group of people who think, I don't have to do anything to get tickets. I should just deserve to get tickets because I'm from here. And with that, I'd like to introduce celebrity fan Jarvis Woodson. I want to welcome you to the program. Now, you're one of these guys who, by the way, Jarvis Woodson, a founding member of Tifo Sweat. There were only like 4 of us there that first night. Jarvis was shockingly one of them. And had
the last time he was there.
Yeah, pretty much. So
he was fired the next day.
I get probably 4 to 6 texts a week from Jarvis going, "Hey, did you get Dose of Sarah tickets yet? Can I have one? Hey, I'll gladly pay whatever you paid for it." "Oh, yeah, thanks, dude. Oh, yeah.
I'll gladly reimburse you evenly.
I want you to take
pay you Tuesday for a USA Mexico ticket today.
I want you to take my microphone and explain to the tens of listeners we have why you feel so entitled to get a Dose of Sarah ticket without A, being a season ticket member, or B, ever coming back to Tifo Sweat, and C, how dare you." Back to you, Jarvis. Go ahead.
All right, well, first of all, I'm uncomfortable with this. Second of all,
close to the mic.
Oh, was this a Kip Air there?
You're fine.
All right,
You're
Kip
fine.
Air. I was actually reached out to a couple times. I want to preface this whole thing by the season ticket office and was told over the course of a week probably 6 times that I had the option of buying season tickets and that I would most likely get a ticket to it, and I opted to not do that because I didn't want to make that decision based off of tickets to the U.S.-Mexico game.
And you basically asked him like 1,000 times while you're on the phone with him, like, does this automatically get me tickets to Dos de Cero? And they said what?
Well, actually, it happened over text, and I can get the text conversation up here. But I essentially pressured...
It's a radio show. You're going to have to talk.
I essentially pressured them into telling me, if I buy these season tickets, am I guaranteed to get at least one ticket per, my season ticket to the game? And they gave me this big, long description. It sounded great. The one thing that it was lacking was the answer.
Yes. Yes.
And then they explained like the allocation process and how I get put into different pods or whatever that they were calling it. And finally he was like, "Look, like I know this is complex. Can I just give you a call?" And
because I want to tell you the correct answer, not a written form that
not
you
being
can use
recorded.
to post on the internet.
Yeah, exactly, that's 100% right. And we had a conversation, and he basically just said, "Look, like I can't guarantee it, but." I think the exact phrase that he used is that we will do everything that we can to make it work for our members. And I just
Wink,
didn't
wink,
want to make
nudge,
that
nudge.
decision.
Say no more. Say no more.
So,
And you made a decision to not buy season tickets.
Yeah, which right now in this exact moment I regret. And I told him that...
Has Erin filed for divorce yet?
No, she may have if I made the opposite
As we
decision.
speak.
She can never find a guy with a hairier ass than yours, dude. Don't even worry about that.
I'll show you guys. Too bad this is a podcast.
You're going to have to talk.
Stick around for
I want the
segment
boo
3.
again. Boo.
I did not mean to hit the just do it button. Please don't.
Good thing I couldn't hear that. No, but I mean, I did say that because I'm not making this decision right now doesn't mean that I'm not going to buy season tickets for the crew. I still am interested in buying season tickets for the crew.
God, somebody
I just
control
didn't
that drunk
right,
woman.
So he gave me. It was on a Tuesday. I was at work. I was in a meeting. I walked out of the meeting to have this text conversation and this phone call. And I didn't like the fact that I was given basically 17 minutes to make the decision. He told me, like, if I don't have your season ticket, commitment by 3 p.m., I cannot tell you that you're going to get tickets to this game.
When was this?
Why are people so offended by salesmen being
No,
salesmen?
I'm not. I'm not.
Has this not been the topic of conversation
No, wait,
all day?
Hold on. All right, now I am pulling up the text conversation because I did literally say, he said, I don't want to bother you. I don't want to feel like, you're being
I don't think you
bothered."
should read the conversation.
All right, I'm not going to.
There's a lot of
No,
build-up
I-
for
I
probably not a
specifically
lot
said-
of action.
I specifically said
We
this.
know
Like
now
a night
that
with
doing your
Josephine's
job.
mom.
We know
Hey-yo.
now that like celebrities like Neil Sika and Dwight Burgess listen to the show. Like there are a lot of people making judgments about the crew for an office. We want to paint them in a good light. We're paid shills. Come on, back to you, Jarvis.
Yeah.
No, I
Come
absolutely
on, wrap it
agree.
up here, bitch.
No, and I told him. I said, no, I'm not at all offended. You're doing your job. This is what I expect you to do. I know it's on me to make this decision and that your job is to sell me these tickets. And frankly, I probably should have.
Frankly, you haven't done your
job.
job because I'm not buying today, sir.
Well, I mean, maybe. I didn't like the one thing that I didn't like about it is that there was a huge time crunch in the middle of a workday, which I get. He's doing his job. It's his workday too.
Come on, man. Time is money.
But yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I didn't make the decision at the time, and I wish I had now because now I'm probably looking at a $300 ticket that I buy off some asshole on Craigslist.
His name's Morgan Hughes. You can say it on the podcast.
Want to thank Jarvis Woodson for stopping by the program. Fantastic. The reason I asked him this... I should have gone with hashtag Bills Mafia, but whatever. The reason I say that is because I want to paint a picture of what a goddamn shit-ass position U.S. Soccer has put the Crew front office in. Listen, there are a lot of good things about getting Dos Cicero, right? One of the best is it drives season ticket sales. Season ticket sales drives revenue. Revenue drives profitability. Profitability allows you to invest in players, which drives winning and fucking championships. Can all be traced back to something like Dos Cicero. U.S. Soccer has put the Crew front office in a position where they're fucking calling people who want to go to Dos Cicero, who want to be Crew season ticket holders, but they can't tell them that they're going to get in when they're going to get in. It is an absolute absurdity, and it paints a very realistic and accurate painting of what U.S. Soccer is. I said it last episode. There is a level at U.S. Soccer headquarters where if you're a person and you reach it, or you're an idea and you reach it, if you're good, it gets fucked. All good ideas get fucked, and all bad ideas get inflated and increased and pushed out on people. If it's not the Seattle Capos coming to Columbus to take over local fucking soccer support, it's the goddamn copywriting of Dos Cicero. If it's not the copywriting of Dos Cicero, I'm sorry, trademarking, Todd, get off my ass. If it's not that, it's them rejecting our TiVo sweat concept for this year. If it's not that, it's the fucking ticketing policy. It's painting as a vendor, you don't want your customers to suffer. Good vendors make their customers successful.
And as an outsider, from my own perspective, this is a personal thing, but there's a reason that I didn't sign up for this lottery at all. And it's because U.S. Soccer in general, with everything that you've described and so much more, has made it very difficult for them, or for me, to like them. Because what I'm doing here is, again, I'm an outsider. I live here. I love this country. I'm proud to be here. And I love soccer. I'm trying to bring those two. We talked about this off air, Morgan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring those two things together. And it's so goddamn hard to do it because there isn't a single aspect, at least for me, of U.S. soccer on a national level that's likable.
Yeah.
The players are not likable. The coach is certainly not likable.
Well, the important
a lot of the
thing
fans,
is that
not
the
all of
goddamn
them,
organization makes it hard to like the players.
Exactly, from the top down. It starts at the top and it works its way down. So for me, it was like, why fuck with it?
How does them fucking up selling tickets make you not like the players?
First of all, I'll remind you, we're on a weird table, and you almost pulled your microphone off.
I'll remind you, I don't need that.
Wait till
okay.
Oh my God, he did it early.
Way to set it up for him.
I mean, John, it's an experience, man. Like, it's a consumable product. That's everything. I mean, if you're selling a product, the product itself isn't all of the importance. The surroundings in which you sell it is important. The experience of buying it, the experience of opening it. I mean, this is.
And I always go into restaurants and scream at the cashier about the cost of things on the menu.
Because you're an old man.
Sales is 90%.
It's not the employee's fault, and the players are their employees. So
sales is 90% presentation and 10% product.
I just don't. That doesn't make. This just makes no sense to me.
We're not saying it makes it
'cause
impossible.
they made it
No,
tough to watch
I hate
the game.
Jermaine Jones for a lot of reasons. That's not fucking top level U.S. soccer.
Yeah,
players.
I was going to say I don't like the players because they're all in MLS now and they're all fighting against the Crew all the time.
MLS
I loved all the
everyone.
U.S. players before they all came back. And
Remember when we
started
liked
playing
Jermaine
MLS?
Jones in
No.
2014?
When he was playing in Germany,
Yeah.
and,
I did.
you know, he
Great.
was completely non-offensive because he wasn't playing against anyone that we liked.
Yeah. And then they take Chris Wondolowski, who we already hate. Anyway, back to you, John.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just don't. I don't think that it's possible for me to properly communicate how disappointed I am in the United States Soccer Federation for a number of things. But today, it's the ticketing thing.
And moreover, can we point out the elephant in the room at this point? This is the last one. Everyone's got the
it's not an
complex.
actual- I
No,
thought it
it's
was
not
like-
an actual person. That's just a figure of
I'm not
speech.
from Australia, Greg. I don't know
Jarvis's
what these
wife
things
an
mean.
elephant?
Whoa!
Come at me.
Jane, you ignorant slut. Elephants never
Come at me.
forget.
What you got? No.
I actually have a button of an elephant. There it is. That's the sound Erin makes when she's walking. Wrecked. No, I see the new button. It's burning. It's a roasted. What? The Chaz is very smart.
I'm glad that you described it for us because there's no way we could have figured that out on our own.
Sounds like someone crumpling up a piece of paper.
It does.
Like in mid-rant, I'll just go...
Chaz probably
A very frustrated accountant.
It was the Chaz crumpling up his losing tickets down from Vegas.
And you can tell it's not a Beckman-created drop because A, you can hear it, and B, it's not from the fucking ladies' man.
I'm not the one behind I'm not the one behind the board.
You heard it, man. Take off all your clothes.
Oh, my God.
Back to you, John. Who was talking? Nate?
Not me.
I
Greg?
believe it was me.
Greg.
Thank you, though. No, what I'm saying, this is based on the capacity of the... Are you done?
No.
Based on the capacity of the stadium and based on the demand and based on what a colossal clusterfuck this was, anything short of a 2-0 win for the U.S., which, based on current form, I'm not seeing happening anyway, is...
What if it's a 3-0? Well, first of all, so everybody
Well, that's
says
the
it's,
thing,
it's terrible. This went terribly, wrong. What should they have done instead?
The same thing that they've always done in the past?
Which is
Try to take over the world?
First of all,
to sell the tickets.
let
This
the
is to
let
sell
the crew
tickets.
front office guarantee their season ticket holders, tickets.
So give 7,000 crew fans the option to buy how many tickets? 2 each?
As many season tickets as you have.
As many season tickets as you have. So then that's probably around 7,000 or so.
Right.
Or 75, 8,000.
Goal 10K. How dare you?
Right. Top secret number. So 7,000 out of the 23,000 tickets are earmarked for season ticket holders.
Yeah.
Not even just crew fans.
Right.
Season ticket members.
Yeah, and then the
members.
local supporters groups, your Huston Holligans.
Right.
Yeah.
Then they get, 2,000, 3,000 and more?
I don't know. Katie, how many tickets did HSH get for Docero 2013? Was it exactly how many season ticket holders? No, it wasn't. It was more than that, right? It was basically however many members bought.
I mean, we
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying.
Can you
So we're going to
translate
get
that
up to
for
like
everybody who
50,
didn't hear?
60% of the tickets
I mean, let's be real.
earmarked for
Columbus
crew fans.
Columbus could sell the stadium out no problem.
Right.
It's just a question
Well,
of
Nate,
how many
What's the problem
people
with that,
from out of the city deserve to go.
I feel like
Fuck deserve,
There's-
dude.
Deserve.
That doesn't
It's not-
open up the game. to
Deserve has
everybody
no
who wants
play
it
in this
from everyone
conversation.
else.
You're having the game in a city.
Right, but
Deserve
I
is
mean,
done.
what other like events reserve tickets for the people in the city that live there?
Irrelevant.
This
Does
is a
Super Bowl do
singularity.
that?
This
Do
is the
concerts do
most
that?
important U.S. match in every 4-year cycle. It's the only one that is going to have the demand of anything like it.
And that's the reason they fucked
the
with
USA
it.
Jamaica game in the Hex. They can put it wherever. and it'll
Guatemala,
do
we were all
fine.
guaranteed our thing. The
Guatemala is not
the U.S.
even in the
women's
Hex.
game that was just here. we
John
were
makes an
guaranteed our
excellent
shit.
point, though. The fact that this is not a Columbus event per se. This is a U.S. event that happens to be hosted in Columbus. You brought up the
Hosted
Super
by
Bowl.
Columbus.
Hosted
Yeah.
by Columbus. Hosted in whatever. Semantics.
I mean, do they even like for the Super
You
Bowl?
brought
Do
up
they
the
even
Super
reserve
Bowl.
amount of tickets for the two teams playing in
Who
it?
fucking cares?
Definitely.
Do
Yeah.
they?
The Super
they do.
Bowl,
Yeah.
For the
totally
two
different.
for the two teams playing.
I don't- I
There
don't
should be
know.
there should be a percentage.
Yeah, no, and I
reserved for
agree.
crew fans,
For the
sure.
two teams
Season
that are
ticket
playing in it,
members and
yes,
then at large.
but there's no ticket allotment reserved for the local team.
Right.
Like the
For
next
the
Super Bowl,
host.
the next Super Bowl is going to be in Houston. I guarantee no Texans season ticket fans are going to get preferential
Why
treatment.
are we comparing the NFL to
they would.
MLS and the Super Bowl to
The fact that it's a national
Because it's an
organization,
event.
the national organization
So
is
is
putting
ACES
on an
Radio.
event in a certain city just because they happen to like it there.
So is the fucking Book of Mormon. So is me getting my hair
And they
cut.
don't
So is
reserve
Solana Max
tickets
wiping
for
his
Columbus
ass.
people
Book of
when the
Mormon
Book of
is on
Mormon's in
tour
Columbus.
and plays in multiple cities. This game is in one place in the U.S. every 4 years.
Specifically talk about Docero. That's what the event is. It's not necessary to compare it to other things. It's not other things. It's this event. And they handled this event very
because
poorly.
It's only held once every 4 years. I would argue is less of a
The only thing you can compare it to is
reason
past
to
editions of
save
itself.
tickets for the people that are local.
Past editions of itself.
As do I.
It was handled fine. Why is U.S. Soccer trying to consistently, constantly fuck with shit that isn't broken?
I think they're trying to make money. I think the demand has,
Well, then sign
has
a goddamn
increased
another contract
since
with Nike.
2013. The demand has increased. They realize that that in the 5 home games you play in the Hex every 4 years, this one probably is 2 to 3 times the draw of any of the others.
Totally, dude. It's a
So-
revenue stream, but it's not
Right.
your only. It's not your only revenue stream. Maximize other streams
it's
before you
it's,
fuck with something.
It's what I said in the past show. Like demand is skyrocketed and supply hasn't moved, and
Yep.
and it's
Right.
just like I think that like I think they wanted to have it here because of the history and the all the superstition and all that.
And
But they're
didn't have a
trying to
choice.
justify. They have to find a way to justify keeping it here because people are going to continue to get more and more pissed that they can't come to this fucking game.
so I
Which
don't know
leads into this. Which leads into this likely
Last
being
point
the
for
last,
everybody, then we got to move on.
Which leads into this likely being the last Dos Acero here.
Unless it's
Because
2-0.
no,
Well, first of all-
I don't think even that. I think the amount of demand, as you said, John, demand has increased. Look, what happens if 70 or 80,000 people try to get into this next time around, next World Cup
How many
cycle?
did
and
they
the
say-
U.S. looks at, first of all, that's 60,000 people who U.S. soccer can't take money from.
Right.
So, and they have stadiums around the country that seat upwards of 60, 70,000 people.
Yep.
And I guarantee you that they would sooner take 70,000 people's worth of money
Well,
and fill
not wrong.
that stadium elsewhere outside of Columbus
No, I take a
than
time
hold
out.
on to some tradition because we like the scoreline here.
All right, there's
So-
Greg's last point. Nate, your last point.
So I've attended the Gold Cup match in Pasadena, where it's
Look at you.
90 whatever thousand people, but it's 90% Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Like they will still work to make sure that this is a pro-U.S. crowd, no matter where they host it. And so when you start getting into the demand of the people who couldn't get in, how many of those fans can they think might be pro-U.S. Not, I don't know how to figure that out.
that
But-
completely fucking everyone.
Well,
Specifically,
Play in Seattle.
specifically your customer.
yeah,
Here?
I play in Seattle might be the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. You can do it. You can do it here the same way you've done it fucking before.
no, you could do it anywhere.
Of course, you
Wouldn't
could.
matter.
No, my point is you
can't
can
do
do
it
it
here.
here
I think it
way
does matter
better,
what it
and they're
is.
not.
No.
We all agree on that, dude. They could sell out, the Clink tomorrow, and up the lads. But like the point is, we're doing it here, and they fucked with something that was working. And the crew front office was made to play the bad guy. And with me, that doesn't fucking sit well. John Zadar, your last thoughts. And then Katie Mitchell's coming back.
Yeah, I think they did it pretty well. I don't think their execution was very good.
Oh, you don't?
But I think the process.
So in other words,
makes
the way
sense.
they did it.
Yeah.
The process makes sense. I think all the crew season ticket holders that wanted tickets got the tickets.
Yeah, but they did.
That doesn't matter. Okay, they didn't say that they were for sure getting it, but they got them. So yeah, like it's bullshit that they couldn't say up front that they were guaranteed the tickets, but in the end, everybody that wanted them got them.
Lost revenue because people like Jarvis didn't buy season tickets because they weren't guaranteed. You're never going to be able to put a number on it, but it fucking exists.
Right, I get that, but the USSF's main concern is their money, not the crew's.
And my main concern is Columbus Crew SC.
Right, I get that.
Fuck everything that
I
isn't
get
that.
I get that. But then
So
why
you're
are you
saying-
attending the game?
The people who
So we don't lose this game.
And why'd you throw a fit about not getting tickets?
So the crew wouldn't go out of business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's how it works, Sean. Finally, we agree on something. Aaron, your thumbs downing about something. What's that?
The whole show.
I think this is the
that it?
last Dos Acero here, regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
Possibly the last dose of Zero.
I think that they'll change.
the latest, the lamest, and possibly the last.
That's true, unfortunately.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Moving on, the next thing we are supposed to talk about is Crew versus Bridgeview. Does anybody remember that game?
That happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
the other one, not the one tomorrow.
No, the one from like 7 weeks ago.
I remember that butt kicking we gave. Hey, do women know how to close doors
No.
without just letting them slam?
No.
Because that's the second one that's done that.
I'll tell you what also women don't know how to. So I got home super late last night, like 11:30. I walk in, every
Light is on.
light in the house is on. And I get upset when Pam fucking leaves the hall light on once. Every light in the house, John, is completely on full blast. The TV is on. Pam is dead asleep in bed. I'm like,
Not even downstairs?
Oh, no.
She's not even asleep on
she
the
had gone
couch?
to bed.
She's in her bed?
oh yeah.
What?
Like, what are you doing at this point? And I know she doesn't turn everything on when she comes in. So she turned everything on in the living room, decided, I'm too tired, I need to go to bed. She walked through the entire house, turned every fucking light on in the process, and then went to sleep.
did you stumble when you walked in?
Irrelevant.
You're welcome.
Morgan,
I hate you.
Morgan, first of all, it's a very dad way of looking at things, Nate. But
Safety first.
Morgan, as valid a gripe as that is,
Uh-huh.
you are legitimately sounding like my dad right now.
Can we please talk about how he wanted to
Like,
stop
oh, we're
talking
lighting
about...
up the city, everybody. Here, come and hang around the Benson house.
He wanted to stop talking about
what
U.S.
you-
soccer so he could
You got the
spend
air
5 minutes
conditioning on
griping
and the
about
windows
Pam
open. You're
leaving
trying
lights
to cool the outside.
Coughed into
Okay.
the microphone.
Fuck you, John. Moving on. Does anybody remember anything about the Cruisers Bridgeview Fire game? I remember that we won.
They stomped him.
Yeah?
Kept our playoff hopes
It's
alive.
a good game.
Quickly, I want to go around the panel, which is a Latin term for podcast host, get everyone's color impressions of the game that we possibly remember. Nate Beckman, I'll start with you. Your color impressions of Cruisers FC versus Bridgeview.
Black. Don't remember it.
Black. All right. That's fantastic. Greg Benson, your thoughts?
Sky blue like Sydney.
I've heard it's actually black and red.
I've heard 4-0, Morgan. That's what I've heard.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Appropriate
that was
it's-
Jarvis who
it's
pressed that
sky blue and they've got a plane on their shit.
I'm surprised.
That's very true. We are sponsored by
You guys,
a plane.
Is that intentional?
I don't think so. I think the plane came to us.
Plane
with money.
looks like an orca whale.
That's also true.
It's not it's not a good look. Fucking save it for segment 3 when we're actually on Periscope.
Painted like that.
Yeah, no, it's
Web Jet. That's a shitty name for.
No, it's awful.
Like
Up the Western Sydney Wanderers.
Fuck you, Morgan.
Sydney is red and black.
On the
Johnson, are
internet?
your color impressions of Sydney FC versus Western Sydney Wanderers, my friend?
choose your answer carefully.
Stay gold, handsy boy.
How dare you? Who said that? Somebody said that to me on Twitter the other day. It was
Did they?
hysterical. Yeah. Somebody literally said, "Stay gold,
I
handsy
didn't know
boy."
that.
Yeah. I think I was in Chaz mode, so I don't really remember. I remember it happening, though. John, you know what? My color... Oh, fuck, where's the button? All right, there it is. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to say, but I feel like... I'm going to switch it up this week.
Oh, yeah?
My color impressions of Cruisers FC versus Bridgeview FC is...
Yellow Beach, Columbus Crew.
That's right, John. Yellow.
Yellow like what?
Yellow like Western Sydney Wanderers, John. Ah, fan-fucking-tastic. Sydney is black and red.
Up the Wellington Phoenix were.
Lifelong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
they
lifelong.
didn't win either.
Moving blissfully on from my beloveds, we go to Manballs. A reminder, as always, Manballs is a combination of man of the match and game balls, which as a term is too long to say, as opposed to this explanation, which is perfectly formed. Nate Beckman, I go to you first. Your Manballs of the week, my friend.
Yeah, first man ball to the first name I see on the game recap, which will be Harrison Offal.
Oh, wow.
Loved the goal.
You could have just asked John. You didn't have to get on your fucking...
I
app.
almost
Yeah.
said it.
It's
I almost
26
said it
goals.
for him.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Second being Dilly Duca, who got a goal and an assist and was so happy in the post-game interview. Felt like he must have had a weight lifted from his shoulders.
Fantastic. We fist pump
He's
on
gone.
now to Greg Benson.
Yes.
Your Manballs of the week, my friend.
Okay, remembering literally nothing from Crew versus Bridgeview, I'm going to instead give my man balls out. First of all, my first man ball is going to go to Philip Holoshko of Sydney FC, who had a goal and an assist in Sydney FC's 4-0 win over Western Sydney.
Non-crew players get
Philip
man balls. I
Holoshko.
should probably
This
say
is the second time Greg's done this.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
And it will not be the last.
Phil Leschke, your first man ball.
Philip Holoshko gets the first one, and the second one goes to Bobo of Sydney FC, who also had a goal and an assist in Sydney FC's 4-0 win over Western Sydney Wanderers. Sydney is sky blue. Fuck the Westies.
Second man ball to Bobo.
Another
Yes, that is literally his name.
point of man ball order. Can I give two to the same guy?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I just remembered Harrison Offal's goal. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, that was a pretty
Never
good one.
mind. Two for him. Done.
I stand by my decision, though.
Nice.
Celebration was fine. It was fine.
My first man ball of the week goes to, as we have completed our home schedule for 2016, it goes to a collection of people, John Zadar, Greg Benson, Solana Max, Nate Beckman, Katie Mitchell, everybody who suffered under the oppressive regime of the mini tailgate this year. Whomever found themselves there and then managed to get out, my man ball of the week goes to you. Darby Schnarfus is a shit
Just the
lord.
women. I told you.
That's amazing. Jarvis actually walked back into the building and didn't bang the
You
fucking
both
door
slammed the
behind him.
fucking door on the way out, and you both slammed the fucking door on the way in, and Jarvis didn't. And when you were outside, I said, "Is it just women that do that?" And Jarvis proved that it is. Or you two are just horrible.
What's going on?
You look kind of like a hooker I knew in D.C.
Nope. You're not here until the third segment, bitch. You get out of here. You broke my fucking car. I had to buy a new car because of you, you sack of shit, Walter. My second man ball of the week, John, goes to... I'm going to switch it up this week. Andres Mendoza, Columbus Cruisers FC, for being possibly the greatest player in franchise history. There's been another edition of Man Balls. Greg, you look
cool. I
like
just won't
you have
give
a
any.
hilarious
It's
Walter
fine.
joke to do.
That was quite the cocaine sniff there, Morgan.
Well, I mean, I was talking about Andres Mendoza.
Yeah, I believe that was the joke.
My name is Andres Mendoza. I am Peruvian. This is what we sound like this. 1 cocaine, 2 cocaines.
On segment 3.
Can you order
All
cocaine?
right, my man
Segment
balls
2?
go to, since you were going to skip me.
Oh, did you not go yet?
No.
Really?
Piece of shit.
You said Harrison. Okay, all right.
No, I didn't.
Okay, John. Whatever. It's your show.
I went twice.
I meant to give my handballs to Harrison Off.
Your handballs?
My
Did you say handballs?
Handballs, yeah.
Number one, handsy balls, John Zadar. Are they both going to Harrison Off?
No, actually, I'm gonna
right.
give one to Dilly.
Dilly Duke a fist bump.
He deserves one before he leaves.
Did I hear that he absolutely
Yeah.
hates that?
Oh,
Did
he
I read
does.
that somewhere?
Yeah, he
See,
legitimately
people keep
does.
saying that, but I have never seen confirmation that he actually said it.
It's conspiracy.
I think we should all do it at him. Like while he's shopping at Whole Foods or something.
just like we do it.
Wait till there's a giant eagle appearance and then just walk by.
I was going to say,
Fist
yeah, it's got to
bump
be
it.
Giant Eagle. Dilly Duca doesn't strike me as the Whole Foods type.
He probably doesn't make enough.
It's funny because it's true.
It's roasted on so many levels.
Unfortunately, this music is playing, which means we have to move on to segment 2. If you've enjoyed the uncomfortability of talking about MLS player salaries and the thought process that, oh, wait, I make more than like 99% of my favorite athletes, I've got great news for you. You're going to feel really uncomfortable when Nate Beckman starts talking about our playoff chances on segment 2. My friends, stick around. You're listening to the one and only ACES Radio.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Now we blasting off into the ozone. The way we kick it in the dojo is local for show. That we paving the road that's opposed to the dojo. Going over your head like a top hat. Stop that. I know you hear me spitting these hot raps. Now watch that beat, cause it's about to drop. The Rockets is the 09 jump off. Yeah, your last name Pan, first name Peter. I know you see me playing and you want me to teach you, but I say elevated so that all God's creatures can hear me shout it out like my name is Aretha. Getting RESPECT. Fly by, see the looks on your faces. Cause I'm in full EFFECT. Jet setting on a daily basis. David F. Man, don't stop. David, won't stop. We came to rock it till the city takes off. Mr. Captain, yeah, I'm an ace pilot, yeah. I want to spin my wings and fly. To all the people in coach, and to my first class folks, we'll show you how to scrape the sky. As the curvature of the earth takes shape, fly fast forward like a videotape and no cape. Just follow my jet stream, proud in the clouds on the boom in your precinct. I'll have no trampoline, black box in the pocket of my jet jeans. Shine with the stars so bright, even NYC sees me. Get that.
Oh, yeah, all you people who are talking into their microphones in between segments 1 and 2, not realizing that we're back live on the air on ACES Radio. How
So wait, is a hot
dare
dog
you?
a sandwich?
Celebrity fans, shitlords, ignorant sluts, and all you fools listening on your iPhones, how dare you stay with ACES Radio from segments 1 to 2 when you knew that Nate Beckman was about to be up inside of you. Brought to you as always by benevolent corporate overlords Blood and Urine. Broadcasting live from the back room here at ZZ Boots, Wild Man's Leather and Lace, not to be confused with Zauber Brewing Company. My name is continuing champion Morgan Hughes, joined as always by Katie Mitchell and Solana Mex. Glad to have you back with us. John, how's the text messaging going?
I'm not texting anybody.
No? You're about to rip that goddamn microphone off.
No, I'm not. I got a little alert on my calendar saying that we're 24 hours out from Chicago Crew.
Is that right? You have a 24-hour alert?
I don't know. I just like at the beginning of the season they had that picture with Parkhurst looking at a phone.
Yeah.
And it was like,
It's
click
just
this
like-
button and it adds all the games to your calendar. So
that's
I did
my
that.
favorite crew picture ever.
Yeah.
The
he looks
marketing
like he doesn't know what the fuck it is.
Because it just
If
said,
only,
like,
if only he could
e-calendar.
have, if only he could have done that with opposing strikers.
John, what if I did? Wrecked. What did you say? I don't even hear you, Greg. No one cares.
Never mind.
John, what if I? Oh, god damn it! Airplane mode. What if I told you that I was about to disengage the mute on channel 2?
I'd say that Nate's probably still here.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Why did you mute it at all?
Because we do this every week.
Oh.
Fuckface.
Hi, Nate. Welcome back to the program.
Have you had the pierogies here? They're
No.
incredible.
I got
At
nachos
ZZ
on the
Boots. ZZ Boots, Wild Man's Leather and Lace has
way. Are
food.
pierogies?
Yeah.
To continue the conversation, was someone suggesting pierogies are a sandwich?
No, Jarvis Wooden said that.
Brandon
Garbage.
thinks it's a sandwich.
Yeah. I remind you as always to go to zzboot.com, which is the website
Just
for
boot singular?
Yeah, I know.
Is it
right?
really?
Yes, it is. It's the best website in the
Wait,
history
so,
of fucking businesses.
Does ZZ Boots go somewhere else?
I haven't even checked.
Why was that not the first thing you did?
First of all, like if you're from Columbus, you probably know that business, like Wild Man's Leather and Lace, Party Hardy Party Store, fun.
It's on Morse Road.
Like, no one's sure what the fuck
Or it-
they sell because
or
the
it
crazy
used to
old
be.
man is just like Words. Excitement. ZZ Boots.
I want to go there.
But then their web domain is just the singular boot, and the website is just like a generic picture of a waterfall.
A waterfall?
Yeah, and then like it says like ZZ Boots like 7 times, but it's not centered
Is it
on
in
the
like
page.
a rainbow over the waterfall?
Pretty much. Then there's a products page, and like 4 of the 7 products, which are all boots, cost $0. And then,
Free boots?
yeah. But then you click on them, and then it has just text that says "Insert PayPal logo here." You can't fucking buy them. It's the best. I fucking love that business. God.
Are they still open?
Yeah. Yeah. There's one. I think it's on Hamilton Road. Well,
No, there's one on Morse.
No, there used to be one on Morse. Katie,
It's like
listen,
half a mile
let me finish my
east of
fucking
71,
sentence.
right?
Fake Katie Mitchell, real Katie Mitchell. How dare you?
Excuse me, I've bought
Oh,
boots
Katie Mitchell
from
everywhere.
there, and
No,
they're great, Morgan.
the Morse
they
Road.
keep my feet dry.
How's Caleb Port? No, that's not who you're dating.
Who is that?
Oh, there it is. Oh, god damn it.
Fantastic radio.
No, but the Morse Road.
2264 South Hamilton Road.
Did you
There
buy
it
that
is.
bag there? Oh my God! We are so fashionable. ZZ bag. The wild ladies, leather and lace.
This is the intro that Nate sent me for the forecaster.
What?
Turn that up a little bit.
I already had it.
No,
pulled
turn
up.
it down.
I didn't have any buttons to play over Fake Katie Mitchell. This is Nate's forecaster intro. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a little quiet.
Does it do anything else?
Forecaster.
Oh, there's something.
That sounds familiar.
Forecaster.
Ooh, there's another one.
Who is that?
Is that Conan O'Brien?
Is that Walter?
Let me, if I can hear it one more time.
Forecaster.
I got good news. We played 27 times.
Whoa!
Am I supposed to be introducing you over this?
I mean,
This is
you're
longer
the host.
than the battle
Jesus
for the
Christ.
grand prize.
I mean, I know there's no like show prep, but I figured you would have heard this before.
No, I never listened to it. I put it in my ACES radio folder,
This is-
and I just...
This is why you sounded so defeated during the Independence Day show, because you had spent 24 hours making this and having to listen to it over and over and over again.
I spent some time.
Is this the old forecaster intro, or is this a new one? Like
Brand
from
new.
Massive Report? Really?
Yeah. I didn't,
Oh, yeah, I should have listened to
pull
this.
that massive report shit over.
All right! Oh, my God. If only I were in the button app right now. There'd be like a roasting sound happening, which the Chaz added in Vegas.
I mean, the massive report one was awesome
There
too.
it is. Was it?
Yeah.
How come I don't remember it then? Oh, good. The intro's over?
Your memory sucks. I don't know. You
Ladies
drink a
and-
lot. You do a lot of drugs. I mean, tell me.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing lies upon lies upon lies from Nate Beckman's mouth, that can only mean one thing.
You're listening to Red Cards in Hellzone.
That's right, baby. Welcome back. So we got the forecaster, which, it's great to have you, Nate. First of all, I want to welcome you to the program again. It's just a rare treat to have you. I really am excited to talk about the forecast for the playoffs for Crew at this point in the season. I'm glad that we started that,
Big fan.
So I don't know how we're doing this. Before I had like a button I could press and you would start talking and then we could pause you and make fun of you, but it doesn't seem to be an
Right.
option this time.
What? I could start talking and then you could like, and then wait, is that true?
I don't have that button, but I do have this one.
That is such a shitty button to ruin
Thank
like
you, Chaz.
all of your.
It sounds
Right.
like you recorded a recording of a fire.
What? This is so good.
Like you can't find any of your buttons because of that. Today.
There are like 1,000 buttons in this app that I don't use.
Yeah.
And the Chaz must
Delete them.
Oh, you know what? Let's try a couple of them. Buttons. There's the first one's just called 2 Girls 1 Cup.
Oh, no. I'm serious. Click it.
All right. Is this like the sound, the music in the background of that video?
I don't know.
Greg, you're a deviant.
I remember a time when... fuck it. Never mind.
Here's another one.
Oh, okay.
That's a good
Okay.
one.
That's nice.
Oh, why didn't the Chaz add this one? I literally love this song. Aqua's a great
Because
band.
it's
Oh, of
already
course you love this
supplied by the app and you didn't need to add it. That's why.
I've got balls of steel.
That's what we need.
I like it.
That was my indoor team. It was Balls of Steel for like 10 years. I have a T-shirt that says Balls of Steel in the image of
That's
Blades
my
of Steel.
nickname at the Rest Stop of Love.
Oh, this is great. God, I should have.
Oh, do you like getting stomped on?
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
terrible.
me.
That's fucked up.
You stomped him.
There's a cow noise?
Whoa, Josephine's mom. How'd she get
That
there?
one's good.
Oh Jesus! Wait, isn't there a roasting sound that I have now? Here it is. Yeah, Josie's mom got him wrecked.
I've got balls of steel.
Okay. All right, back to you, Nate. Let's talk about the playoffs. ACES radio is garbage.
All right, so we got to start the whole thing off on the fact that the Crew have to win all 3 games.
Yeah.
Not win, tie.
Yeah.
Tie, win.
No ties are like we
Win,
can't.
tie,
How many
win.
losses can they get, Nate?
That would be 0.
Okay.
That would be 0, John.
Thank you.
Well, thank
So-
Christ for playing on the road where we're so good.
Right. So let's
we
live in a
never
world
lose.
in which we win all 3 games.
Yeah.
Because then I can keep talking.
Yeah.
And I like to hear myself talk.
Who doesn't?
Just not on a recording.
Everyone else, right?
Right.
Katie, raise your hand.
Oh,
Back to you.
well, there's actually a lot of people here.
The
Welcome
guest
to the
that
show.
literally spoke the least raised her hand.
Want to
Here,
thank John Zadar for eating an
give her
entire
a
meal
potato chip.
while he's
Here,
talking
how about
on
that?
the radio
Oh,
show.
that works.
What's like our actual mathematical chances of making the playoffs?
So
right?
I always like to present things in terms of the scenarios that could actually happen
Yeah.
as opposed to a percentage, because I feel like these
Math is hard.
81% versus 19%.
Yeah, what do they even mean?
That's bullshit.
Right.
Like, I don't know how to feel about a 78% versus a 71% when just tell me what can happen.
Yeah.
So here's what I did. I put together the scenarios where the Crew can make the playoffs in
Hell yeah.
lots of different forms. They could actually still end up in 4th place and host a playoff match.
Wow.
It's true. It's true.
Guys, we may not be done at the fray.
That's right. So
just want to tell you, like, we're still in it, bro. Like, we're still gonna rock it. Gotta go. My fucking wife's calling me. Everyone's pissed off. Go, peace out. Thanks, Frankie.
Where's Jeanette?
Back to you, Nate. What has to happen? What is the what are the best outcomes that could possibly happen for us to host MLS Cup against Portland Timbers in 2015?
That happened.
Oh, it
but
did?
we could still host MLS Cup against Kansas City Sporting.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
John, no.
We still could.
Sporting.
John put his food down and
Sporting.
napkined his hands to clap.
I don't think he napkined anything.
Sportsman.
He's a disgusting disgusting human. No, but there are 3 games. So let's say, again, we're living in a world in
Yeah,
which
let's just talk about
we already
making
win
the
everything.
playoffs first,
The next
right?
3 games, well, 4th, 5th, 6th, this is really just to get to 6th place
Okay,
because the
all
4th
right.
and the 5th are even farther gone.
I'm fucking ready for it.
Easiest
Let's do it.
thing to happen. We have to get past New England. We have to get past Philly.
Okay.
3 games can go the correct way
Yeah.
to make that happen.
Okay.
So 2 of them are on Sunday.
Okay.
Philly and Orlando play each other. In that game, Philly just can't win.
Okay.
So they tie. Orlando wins. Check.
We have to root for Orlando.
.myshopify.com.
.myshopify.com.
A tie. A 0-0 tie.
Okay.
Okay. Second thing that needs to happen.
Would it be better if they won though? Or
If Orlando won, yeah, it would. It would. Because we don't want to end up tied with Philly. So, and if Philly gets 2 more ties.
What's the immediate tiebreaker? I can't
Philly
remember.
has 42 points today. We end up with 44 in this scenario.
Okay.
And we don't want to end up in a scenario where we're tied with Philly on points.
Is
because
first tiebreaker head-to-head record or goal differential? I can't.
First tiebreaker is wins. Second is goal differential. Third is goals for.
First tiebreaker is wins. Ooh,
First
that's not
tiebreaker is
good.
wins.
Yeah.
It's not head-to-head.
So
that
we-
would
we
make
do
too
not
much
want
fucking
to-
sense.
We don't want any
Yeah.
tiebreaker situations.
No. Tiebreaker scenario
certain teams.
equals
certain
death.
teams. But we're going to be even on wins with them. In that case, we would both have 11 wins. So you go to the next one, goal differential. Columbus is -4 on goal differential. Philly's at 1. So if they lose
So that
one
could be
game,
turned around somewhere along the line.
It could. We were already in a world in which we just won 3 games.
Yeah.
So we're at worst -1. We're probably 0, maybe a 1, whatever.
Okay, so Orlando beats Philly. Second. What's the second game?
The second game is Chicago and the New England.
Bridgeview and Foxborough.
That's it.
Okay.
So that game is in Chicago. So in MLS, I've done this, this whole forecaster thing for a few years. The only thing that's really true is that
Home team FC
home team
is baller as fuck.
1.9 PPG and away is like 0.8.
because everyone travels coach.
Yeah, but how much of a home field advantage?
Because Bruce Arena explained it. It's true.
That was a great article,
right? So,
I bought tickets in Section 8 tomorrow. There are so few people going that game.
What's that?
I did. I bought 5
Wow.
of them.
Side note: pray for John.
They were $6
even though I don't pray.
each.
Yeah. So
I could have bought midfield, like perfect, like the seats you could dream of getting.
Love that drop.
$20.
with the Revs, here's what we have to do to jump them. They can't win their last 2 games.
Okay.
So we're going to win 3 games in a row. We're going to get 9 points. We're going to have to 44. As long as they don't take 6 in their last 2, we'll jump them.
Okay.
But
do they only have 2 left?
Yes. Everyone only has 2 left. This game tomorrow night gets
Puts us
the
even
whole
on games.
East even on 32
Okay.
games.
Oh, okay.
And one thing that's, I think, cooler than last year is Sunday's games are all co-scheduled at 3 p.m. The following
The
week's
final
games,
match day? Or the final 2 matches?
the final 2.
So cool.
They're
That's-
all at the same time.
That's cool.
It means you can't watch multiple games. I mean, I guess if you're not going to the game, you can have 2 screens up.
Irrelevant. We all up the lads so hard we don't care about other
Fair.
things.
Right.
Third game that matters to us is what?
Third games that matters is, so this Revs game, if they tie
Yeah.
or if they lost, then they're out. As far as we can jump them.
Okay.
Then we don't have to worry about New England anymore. Then the last game is we have to worry about Philly again. Last game of the season, but they're hosting the Red Bulls. They're a good team.
Chester, Pennsylvania versus
And they are going to want to
Jersey.
win the Supporters Shield fucking hard.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they'll be able to. Dallas is really high up
Yeah,
there.
but even so, they
But
should
even-
still be battling for
They want
first
the
in
number
East.
1 seed. You know, I mean, they're not going to go into that game light. It's a rivalry game. It's close by, so you're not going to have travel problems. So I actually think the Red Bulls are going to win that game. So
this weekend we're rooting for Orlando City, we're rooting for Bridgeville, Illinois, and we're rooting for Chester, Pennsylvania.
I feel very,
not
very
Chester.
dirty
Never-
right now.
what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Harrison, New Jersey.
this weekend,
Yeah.
Crew, Orlando, and the Fire.
Oh, thank you for specifying
That's
that
it?
we're cheering for the Crew.
Because that's all
Jesus
that's
Christ.
playing this weekend?
That's it. No, but that's it. I mean, yeah.
Nice.
That's all that's playing.
That's
That
all
has
that's
an
2 on
impact
Sunday.
on
The 2 on Sunday at the same time. It's the Philly-Orlando game. The Philly-Orlando game is pretty key. We need, Philly to somehow
So let me ask you
drop
this.
some points.
Everything goes our way this weekend. We win. All the other teams drop. Where are we after this weekend? Best case scenario.
Then
With 1 game remaining.
we win the 2 games, and these 2 games go our way somehow.
Yeah.
We still don't
We're not automatic yet.
we're not automatic.
But how
even
many
with a win.
points out are we?
We would be less than 3 because we have to win, and Philly would have to not win.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it'd be real close.
Let me
It'd
ask
be
this.
within 1 or 2.
Is there a situation where we could clinch a playoff spot before playing the final game?
No,
Fuck no.
not at all.
Okay.
Nope. Our best shot, But the thing is, it's only 3 games. Now, there's other situations in which, like Montreal could shit the bed, or DC United could still shit the bed.
DC United.
And then we could jump them as well. I just picked Philly and the Revs as when I was putting these.
But we
series
can
together,
say without
'cause they're
question.
the easiest ways through.
We lose 1 game, over, done.
That's if we tie 1 game, we're out.
Okay.
So we have to win all 3. 9 points.
I thought you
is
said
the
a
only
tie
way.
was okay.
Yeah, I thought you said a tie was
Not
okay.
for us. No, not for us.
He literally did say that. Greg, get on the fax machine and check that out.
On it.
All right.
Yeah, I never said that.
You're thinking maybe it's Alex Stanek that said it.
It's possible.
All right.
Did Taylor Twellman say it?
Actually, my war on Alex is over, but he still might have said it. Yeah, it's true.
Nope.
No,
There it is.
You found it.
Knew it happened.
no.
Okay, so on a scale of 6 to 11, with 6 being good and 11 being bad, how confident are you that we make the playoffs?
10.
So you're saying
Yeah.
there's a chance.
Correct.
John, scale of 6 to 11, this time with 6 being the worst and 11 being the best. Your confidence.
6.
Okay. Greg, on a scale of Western Sydney Wanderers to Wellington Phoenix, with obviously Wellington Phoenix being the best and Western Sydney Wanderers being Sydney is red and black, your thoughts on Cruisers making the playoffs?
Fuck you, Morgan.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't give you an option to be. Where's the?
And the Crew's not making the
there it is,
playoffs
all
either.
there.
I think the Crew
It's not happening.
Make it to the last week, and I think they will.
Fucking breaking news
Yeah.
is where Careless Whisper usually is. This is awful. And of course, the Chaz had to add something that started with B because it's alphabetized. So like only 5 of the
means
drops.
that
what does it
means that
be?
it threw all of the
removing
buttons.
it.
What is the label for it?
Bonfire.
Bonfire. Not roasted. Bonfire.
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 Well, listen to Bonfire for the last time here. Enjoy that warmth because I'm fucking getting rid of it. I don't care how the Chaz feels about it. It's happening. Go ahead, John.
Are you deleting it live on air?
It's gone now.
That's fantastic
So I can
radio.
just go like this blindly, and everyone knows that Greg is talking.
Wow, that was some great timing.
Ain't nobody
So-
got time for that.
There is, and I just reworked it. There is a possibility that we win tomorrow night and we win on Sunday, and we're still out. Right? So we're going up against these teams that are all on the. There's 4 teams that are on the edge of getting beyond where we can be, beyond 44 points, you know, or anything which is our max. So if 4 games go the wrong way, then
What about DC United?
you know we're out. They're one of the teams that can still be ahead of us.
Oh,
But they do suck.
Oh, yeah, Katie Mitchell, everyone. Welcome to the
tell you
program.
about DC United because my boyfriend Ben has got them in
Yeah, it's been a
tip-top
couple-
shape, okay? And they're going to win the whole thing with the cup and the silverware.
Which one? What are they winning? Which cup?
It's Porsche?
Silverware?
That's the one they win.
Do you win silverware?
Greg, tell me.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her that. How's the last couple of weeks been going for DC United? You guys get a shipment of strawberry stuff in?
Oh, there's so much strawberry stuff. More. You always hate on the strawberry stuff, but I don't think you've ever tried it.
I certainly haven't. I have never claimed to.
Well, you should.
How's the party bus going?
Oh, it's always partying and rocking.
Oh, that's great.
Let me
you know
try
that
it.
Greg works at Build-A-Bear Workshop? You ever been there?
What? Is it? Where Walter
Katie Mitchell,
came
it's a real shame
from?
you have to
fine.
leave.
Yeah, that's
Fantastic.
fine. I'm gonna go ZZ Bags. It's where ladies get bags.
First of all, the applause thing has already been played. You're gone, and it's not ZZ Bags, all right?
it's ZZ Bag.
Boots.
Sorry, one singular
No,
bag.
it's not. That's not the website
That I
address.
already own.
That's not where the
Thank
waterfall
you.
is. Katie Mitchell, thanks for stopping by the program. It's a shame you have to leave forever and never talk again. Nate, the forecaster has been, I mean, I don't want to speak on behalf of the panel here, which is a podcaster for a Latin podcast, guys.
How many games does
Katie
ZZ
Mitchell,
have to win
welcome to the
to
program.
make the playoffs?
Fantastic. It's
Nate?
great to have you back.
Let's talk about it right now.
Why don't you just fucking throw Walter in here while you're working on it? Greg, you're sitting with him, like, and it's not even segment 3, and you're just like, everyone's talking, and Walter is literally like, Greg is turning Walter to face whomever is talking. I don't even think you know you're doing it at this point. And
I have no idea why you would think that I would even
Walter's-
have any
Walter
control
is
over
not
this.
controlled by
Katie
Greg,
Mitchell,
okay?
everyone, welcome to the
First of all,
program. And Walter's
What's
wearing
up?
your sunglasses.
Bump
Yeah,
it.
he's baller as fuck.
Bump it, Walter.
Don't bump him.
Bump it.
Don't touch him. Ah,
Yeah.
okay, my 2 enemies. Great. Fucking Derek Hughes is going to show up at any minute asking
Derek
for love and
Hughes?
affection. No. Let's move on to the second part. Is there anything else in the forecaster we need to cover specifically?
Not really, other than, you know, the crew have...
Crew SC.
Whoever.
It'll be $16.
Thank you.
Kick NYCFC's ass all the time.
We really do play well against them.
2 wins, 2 ties.
Yeah.
And we won the last game in Yankee Stadium, and I just feel like winning 3 in a row, like beating the worst team in the league, that should be possible tomorrow. Now,
we just beat them 3-0. I think that's
going to New York, going to the Red Bulls, that's a little tough. But if we can get through Sunday, we could end up in a situation where the following Sunday, in the last game of the league, last game of the year, we actually have a shot to still make the playoffs.
I mean, should that happen, it makes the decision day decision that they made a couple years ago to really invest in decision day as a thing look even more genius than it already has been, because it's been awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
But should Cruisers FC get to that point?
Yep.
I mean, I'll be there. I'll be in NYC. Hang on tour.
Shrek will be there.
Shrek will be there.
He was
John
bugging me
Clem
today
is hopefully
about it.
being let out of prison for that weekend. Salonim X
Was
won't
the
be there.
last-
It'll be great.
The last time we played in Harrison was when we made it
The
to the
playoffs?
Cup.
Have we played there? So we played them at twice at home this year?
I don't know. If
I think we only played them
3
once
times. I
at
think
home.
we only played
get them twice this year.
You only played
Oh, they're one of the two.
immediate rivals
Yeah. Oh.
3 times. I think our three game teams are DC, Chicago, and Toronto.
I
And
just
Philly.
became a fan last
We got
week.
Philly 3 times.
Oh, did we?
And lost all 3.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
Philly, really?
Nate, so now that the forecaster is complete, I want to ask you
Will
a
you
question.
leave? Oh.
That, yeah, we're out of here, so.
But
most important question: how can Alex Stanek be stopped? Back to you.
Can we change his name? Is his name the problem?
I think legally we can do that.
Can his name be changed based on torture?
Like we torture him and force him to.
We force
change
him
his
to
name.
do it.
What do we change it to?
Anything else, but then the Stanek plague is over because you'd have a different name.
But then it's just a plague with a different name.
We can rename
But then
him
that just
to
becomes a
Maybe.
Zadar.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
John Zadar.
No.
I mean, it's an option.
I mean, do you want to be on a podcast with him again? Because that's what'll happen. I'll stop showing up, and he will.
No!
Me and
found that button.
Me and Darby Schnarfus will go on a vacation, and you'll have
Together?
the third
Tell me
John
about
Yes,
that.
Of course.
All right, maybe John Zadar's not the right name for him. Maybe it's
Greg Benson.
Greg Benz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Is
Greg Benson.
that it?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, we'll need a new one.
Segment 2 is great.
I feel like that sounded really good in your head.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing ever does, Greg. Nate Beckman, thank you so much for stopping by the program. You stick around for segment 3? You get some hot takes up in your penis?
He has a
Yes. Where they go?
burrito.
Yes.
He still needs
Hey,
to eat.
why are you let out of the house tonight? Real question. Why has Victoria allowed you out?
I did my chores.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Totally.
I know it's difficult for you.
Yeah.
You have a real issue with that.
Did them ahead of time.
How close are we to getting a Victoria Beckman tweet?
Oh my God.
Backstory
No.
for those who
They-
don't know.
Columbia didn't win
No one
the-
can really know.
Victoria Beckman, Nate's wife, has a Twitter account. It exists. The profile picture is a picture of your dog Luigi,
That's it.
and she's never tweeted.
She's a lurker. I think at one point she confirmed that she would tweet if it was like if the crew won the cup or if
No,
You had told me if,
Or
if
if
Colombia won the World
won
Cup.
the
Columbia won the CONCACAF
the
or
Confederations
shitballs.
Cup.
Yes,
Yeah.
and she probably would have tweeted if she would have hooked up with James when he was in town.
Oh yeah,
Because
baby.
that's that's like her.
I did see a tweet
fake
that was up
boyfriend or
for like
whatever.
30 seconds and got deleted. So that might have happened.
When the night,
Oh,
the
no.
one night that
Got me
James
excited.
Great job,
and Real
Morgan.
Madrid
Thanks.
stayed in town and they were at La Meridian in the short north, she first of all, did she see him? No, she didn't see him, but somebody mentioned that he was there.
What a great story.
On her, shut up. And that night, she happened to go, "Oh, I'm just going to sleep on the couch," and I honestly didn't think anything of it. And she was on the couch, I think, and then I slept upstairs. And I wake up the next morning, she's still on the couch. Usually, she comes upstairs at some point in the night. I wake up.
Maybe she wasn't able to get off the couch.
It's insane.
Shane Paulson stopped by. Laid the pipe a little bit. I don't know what you're doing over there, Max. Jesus Christ, keep eating your falafel.
Not that I know of. This was in July, so I think we're clear.
It'd show by now.
Unfortunately, the music is playing, which can mean only one thing. We're never doing the Forecaster live again. If you've enjoyed the early arrival of Walter and the continuous, never-ending arrival of fake Katie Mitchell, I've got some great news for you. Hot takes are coming up, my friends. You're listening to ACES Radio.
Yellow Beach, Columbus Crew.
I'm just going to hit record right now. Holy shit. I've reached a new level of incorrect button pressing. Mother of fucking God. That was my favorite segment that we've ever done.
That was pretty great.
That was... Oh, Christ. Hi, everyone.
That's why we do this live.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Okay,
How much was Periscope down for, too?
like 30 seconds. Welcome back to ACES Radio, everyone. I have forgotten to press record for segment 3, which, I mean, I feel legitimate in saying this, that it was the only funny thing we've ever done.
My Chris Dorran joke about John's mom, lost in the ether. I don't ever want to hear you say I ruined another podcast ever again, you bastard.
Oh, God, I cannot believe that. I can't fucking believe it. Wow.
Would you explain for the listeners what
Periscope
happened?
Can you play Periscope through?
I mean, I can run it through the board
the
and
laptop.
record it. Yeah, I mean, I
'Cause
can
I've tried.
I can get the audio onto,
It sounds
yeah.
like
It sounds like garbage.
Yeah.
People listen to that.
To all 47 of you on Periscope. I mean, like, I don't think I've ever felt like such a pile of shit.
That was like literally one of the funniest segments I think we've ever done.
Yeah, it
not
was
like
one of the
not
one of
being
the
like
best.
Aces Radio.
Well, the people on Periscope had a wonderful
Exaggeration right now.
moment that will not be reproduced. So
if
I
I-
had a blast. Who cares?
Somebody on... Thank you, Nate. That doesn't make me feel better, but I know that you're trying.
I'm not trying to make you feel better.
You're not?
I'm not going to listen to this thing again.
Well, I take it back. Thank you for nothing. Can somebody on Periscope right now tell us whether or not they heard, if they were like the Stank Lords? I'm assuming you're fucking watching live at all times. Did you hear enough of segment 3 so that I could upload the audio and it would
Kids
be?
are in bed.
Oh God, that was just so great. And no comments are coming in. Seems like 39 Bills Mafia fans.
Everyone's wondering who the
when are we
Stank
going
Lords
to
are.
Killing Time? When are we going to Spoons to go hang with the actual Bills Mafia?
Is that where they meet?
That is. Did you see my Twitters?
I think this podcast just went to Spoons.
The fucking Wet John thing.
The Wet John.
All of those hot takes.
Grab your grundle and.
I mean, we've been talking for like 45 minutes at least.
Yeah.
Pretty long one.
Katie Mitchell miming fake Katie
damn it,
Mitchell.
Oh, the guy, the Spanish flea thing.
Spanish flea. Kyle
let's talk-
molesting your head.
Oh, Julie Stanky just joined. We were just asking
she
you a bunch
just
of questions.
joined.
We were just talking about you.
Fantastic.
What a great day this has been. What a wonderful day this has been. What you want to talk about my week so far? My fucking car engine died.
That happened before
Got
you
him.
went. That happened
Yeah, but
a
I had
week
to
and a
deal
half
with it
ago.
because I got back from fucking Vegas hungover as shit. Got back from Vegas hungover as shit. Had to play a basketball game
Oh my god!
in
Oh
Vegas
my
mode.
God.
Hungover
Did
as
you
shit.
fly,
I'm
Coach?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
What?
We
Did
lost.
you- Excuse me.
Did you
Excuse
bet
me while I
Bruce Arena
search
could
for
not
sympathy that you
have
came
felt
back
bad?
from Vegas hungover.
I came back from Vegas, up money I went there with, and bought a Beamer upon my return.
I was. I didn't hear you. I took my headphones off. But I was not up money, dude.
No?
No. Oh no. That video I uploaded was
Oh,
like
is it
after I had
lie?
lost $1,200.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Did you bet on the grand prize standings when you were in Vegas?
I'm in no mood, Nate. I did bet on ANC Buckeyes, and they fucking lost me money.
That's true.
Dude, you just weren't riding or rolling hard
I
enough.
wasn't. That pick six at the end that got called back, that was the over. That's what Jarvis and I bet on, was the over. It's the Stank Lord himself, Andy Stanky, just said on Periscope that the
It sounds
audio
like
cut
poop.
out about 10 minutes into it.
Oh, fantastic!
I honestly don't even know what to do.
I don't know. I'm not going to record it all again.
No, we're not.
I have
no,
shit to
it's
do.
over. Yeah. I was so excited. Really?
Did Ben
I
tell
got
you
I
that,
got $20
or-
that says Ben Olsen can change that.
But also,
Oh my god, he totally can and has multiple times already tonight. Don't look under the table. Put another star on this jersey.
Shit, Lord.
oh my god.
oh God, what were we on?
Tell them who won the
We were on
battle for the Grand Prize.
Metro Stars
I
predictions.
don't even remember.
We literally had like
was it
nothing
Buttle
left
Surfer?
to do.
Buttle Surfer
Buttle
got
Surfer got
3.
mine. Buttle Surfer got mine, yours, and yours.
John, so Buttle Surfer got 3 points.
Got 3.
4.
Lord of the
Didn't
Shits
you give him
got-
one?
I gave him one. Or
Yeah,
you,
I gave him
okay.
both mine.
You gave him both yours.
Goldfart
So that's
got
4.
one. Somebody got a half.
Goldfart got one.
Johnny
Did you give him
Carcinogen.
Goldfart?
Yeah, I gave Goldfart a point.
Lord of the Shits, did he get one?
Lord of the Shits
No.
got one.
Okay.
No,
Wait,
that's
didn't
too
he-
many points.
He had one, and then John took it away and gave both to Lord of the Shit.
We are
You
literally just making shit up right now. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. No one heard.
Katie Mitchell, people care.
This is very important.
Oh, I hate this. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the fuck to say, dude. Like, this is completely my fucking fault. Wow.
This is both the best and worst episode ever.
So
Yeah, we are getting worse. It would stand to reason that the best show ends
What is
up as
that
the worst
sound?
show still.
what I'm wondering, John.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Jarvis testing.
John,
Maybe
I
just
have-
cut out for the Stank Lord because they live in Amish country.
John, I have one question
Good
to
point.
to ask of you.
Yes. No, I won't ever forgive him.
No, rock, paper, scissors for the host chair next week because we are going to kill Morgan. Between
I'm not
now
the
and
host.
then.
We're all hosts. I just control the computer, and I do it very poorly. I've never This week, I've felt more physically awful and mentally awful than any other week in my life, and I've been through the supporter wars of 2015. All right, so that's fucking saying a lot.
Which kind of carried over to
15, 16. Well, it's
too,
it's ongoing.
It was the 15-16 season.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
We don't have
We're
multi-year
MLS.
seasons. We're MLS.
All right, we got to predict for the Metro Stars game. Nate.
Did we already predict for the Bridgeview game?
Yeah.
But we
Was
didn't
that-
record that, so we have to say it
But
again.
was that caught on audio? Nope, probably wasn't. 2-0 Crew.
4-0 Crew.
4-0 Crew. Morgan said 2-1 Crew.
2-1.
Moving on to
Nate,
Metro
Nate.
Stars.
Nate.
Yeah, I said
Nate's
2
real
Nate.
fast.
I said-
Sorry,
I said
pardon
2.
me. I forgot you actually
Metro
on this
Stars,
show.
Nate, you.
I think.
Oh, Jesus.
What? What?
What?
Roasted.
You've been very quiet over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nate Beckman, your score prediction is for Cruisers Metro Stars.
3-1 bad guys.
Mm-hmm. Nate or John Zadar. What's your name? John.
We can't draw, you said, correct?
That's right.
Okay. I think they eke it out. I think it's 2 Crew, 1 Metro Stars, 0 Morgan Hughes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's fair. Greg Benson.
1-1.
I'll say 3-0 Metro Stars.
I believe in the extension of pain, and I think that they,
I believe in it
because this hurts right
more
now.
than ever.
So I think that
You got your PFGs caught in your zip again, didn't you?
Ain't no powder that's going to fix that.
We're trying
tune
to
into
save
the
it.
subreddit to fucking
We're
get
trying
that
to
joke.
save it desperately right now.
I can't.
Morgan Hughes has pressed an incorrect button.
No, you didn't press any button.
I
That's
believe
the problem.
the problem was your failure to press the correct button.
Had you pressed the wrong button, you may have noticed your error.
I like. So the Reddit was pulled up, and I was like, we got to the end, and like we did all this predictions.
Did
blah,
you
blah.
realize a long time ago and let us keep going?
I realized
You
while you guys
motherfucker?
were talking, and I'm sure you guys saw me like lean back in my chair
Yeah,
because I like
that's
went
why-
over to GarageBand. I'm like,
Yeah, but you
oh,
do
no,
that
no,
on
no,
a
no,
lot
no,
of
no,
shit.
No, I knew something weird was going on because of how he was acting, and I was like, "What the fuck happened?" I
Yeah.
thought maybe Pam texted him and she was dead.
Or there was another. Pam texted me.
Wait, so she texted while she was mortally wounded?
Yeah.
Is that-
I am.
Morgan,
I'm not dead.
Morgan, I'm dead. Can you come and get me?
I'm getting better.
She hit send right as the
I
shoe
feel fine.
wall fell on top of her.
No, Pam
It's
texted
only a
me.
flesh wound.
Pam texted me once
go
today and
for a
said,
walk.
"Did you get us Dos Cicero tickets?"
Yeah, she's got her priorities straight, I guess.
Thanks, bitch. John, what's a wine egg got going
No,
on?
they're literally dead.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They are.
Oh, too soon, John. Dick's out for YNA.
Greg, you doing stand up anywhere?
Yeah, I'm standing up in like 2 minutes after this shit is over.
It's the best joke in ACES Radio. Nate Beckman.
Yeah. Back to the burbs.
Take Morgan with you, will you?
Please.
You watch the game in my place tomorrow night and drink yourself into oblivion.
Oh yeah, this is the worst episode of ACES Radio.
It's only 2/3 of the worst episode of Races Radio.
Racist radio.
Racist radio.
Welcome to Racist Radio, everybody.
Oh, so it's me taking over. Okay.
Yes.
I
Can
thought
I just start by saying
there's
fuck white people?
90 segments so far in Aces Radio, and you finally like absolutely forgot to hit record one time. Yeah, you're batting 90. You know, that's
Dude, but
99%.
that was so much fun. That was the most fun I've ever had on this show.
Doesn't take it away.
It's
And
okay.
say-
Morgan,
go
Morgan. Morgan, it's okay. We will totally let you live this down.
No, you couldn't say that.
Nope.
No, we just
I
have
tried. I tried
fodder
really hard.
forever.
I swung for the fences. I couldn't. Popped out.
Yeah. I'll speak. Segments 1 and 2, I was like, there are probably too many people here to make this like on the rail show. And then 3, I was like, but it paid off because it's so much fun right now. Fuck. And Yvonne told me that no one listens to segment 2 anyway, so I was like, hey, we're gonna make up for it. Maybe they'll listen to 1, get some Dos Cicero talk. Fast forward to 3. 3 is fun. No. Darby Schnarfus, you got any thoughts?
Let's end this.
I didn't fucking think so. Jesus Christ. I'm going to make sure we're recording right now.
Oh, thank goodness. One of the best segments in Aces Radio history right here.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure we're recording for the outro.
Yeah, half of the depression that I'm feeling right now is knowing that 90% of all hot takes from this point forward are going to reference this. On behalf of benevolent corporate overlord sponsors Blood and Urine and the goddamn stuffed animals that haunt my dreams, Kyle and Walter, you've listened to 62% of an ACES radio episode. And all Lord Guillermo's people said...
Morgan's a failure.
I hate myself.
God damn it, Morgan. Shit, Lord.
At least we don't have to do the thing at the end where we pretend it's not the outro, but it's
And if you don't fucking talk over it, John, Jesus Christ. That's the only part that you can't talk at. Is the part, you fucker.
You could have turned the recording off.
I didn't, though, and you knew it. You were still holding the microphone to your face.
Well, I feel like we have something to make up to the listeners.
My
now
inability to press
deprive
buttons.
them of 38% of the episode.
I'm just saying.
It
Well,
would have
technically,
been.
it's not.
Well, right now we're at an hour and 26 minutes, and I didn't record like.
Oh, you didn't
50
record
minutes.
like an hour.
Oh,
Let's do this outro thing one more time, shall we?
all right, yeah. But you want to? All right.
How much strawberry stuff did you have?
Either too much or just
Not
slightly not enough. Yeah. I'm sorry, everyone. Episode 31 will be 32% longer. So says the wet boy, John Sidar. And all Lord Guillermo's people said...
Nope.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Morgan Hughes has pressed an incorrect button.